Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the message for this month. And as we step into this time period, it is very important to begin to understand that we have been shifting, we have been shedding a lot of the limitations of the past, whether it's been the limitations and the patterns inherited on an ancestral level, or that we have become conditioned on a socio-economic level. And the beginnings of the shift started quite a while back, and the benefits or the opportunities that the pandemic brought us was really to have a look at healing and releasing a lot of those limitations. But as we step into this springtime, it really is an opportunity to rebirth, an opportunity to recreate our lives, to recreate our relationships, to recreate our careers so that they are in alignment with your highest potential. And we do this by looking at what brings us joy, what excites us. And we do this by doing the internal work and looking at the limitations that we have put in place, whether they're conscious or subconscious, in order to be able to expand. And it is quite important to look or to self-reflect. And this happens in many ways. The reflections either come from the people in our, in our lives, presenting mirrors to who we are. And this happens in both ways. Whether you admire somebody or you criticize them, you do it because you recognize those behaviors within you. And it also happens in where we find ourselves kind of like in different cycles. And once we recognize the patterns and why we create them, it is important for us to take the steps to change them. Because once these subconscious patterns become conscious, it then becomes a choice. And it is important to look at these and decide whether you continue in these cycles or change them. So this month is all about change. And what the Akashic Records are suggesting is that absolutely take this time and reflect with grace, and reflect with compassion, not with judgment, not with criticism, and step into the space of observation, and step into the space of nurturing, and step into the space where you focus on, okay, what do I want to create? What has been working for me? What has not been working for me? And what is it that I actually want to create? What is the life I want to create? What do I want to manifest for the remainder of the year? What do I want to manifest for, if we look at it from a macro perspective, for the next 7 generations? What do I want to manifest in career, in relationships, in love, in friendships, in knowledge? What do I want to create? And then focus on that. And a great exercise to do is to take the perspective that if time and money were in abundance, how would you live your life? What would bring you joy? And really start to reflect on this, and then look at what you've answered, and then ask, what can I implement today to bring that forward? So take time. We're rebuilding. This is the ooey gooey phase when we're in the cocoon before we rebirth into the butterfly. So be gentle with yourselves, be gentle with others, and look at what Spirit is bringing. And once we step into the space of observation, it helps us to actually connect to the flow of life. Have an amazing month. I wish you all the best, and I will see you all very, very, very soon. Lots of love to you all.